mattresses. Or take $50 off any Easy Choice. Purchase any Tempur-Pedic and get a $300 gift. Plus 4 years no interest and free shipping.
Kick that rotten sleep to the curb. Only at Denver Mattress. The easiest way to get the right mattress.
Seeing clearly matters. Being seen matters more. Get 40% off lenses on a complete pair purchase. Nobody cares for eyes more than Pearl.
Too much clutter has your home bursting at the seams? Call All About Storage Container Rental. We'll bring a 20-foot container and leave it on your property. You'll have access 24/7 and we'll come get it when it's empty. Call All About Storage Container Rental today. 423-267-2129.
Okay, we are not going to beat around the bush at all this morning because blood supplies in Chattanooga are at a critically low level. And JB Haskins is here needing and asking for your help. He is the CEO at Blood Assurance, has a 40-plus year career, he was just telling me, in blood banking, as he puts it, and you've never seen it this bad.
No, I think the last 3 years have been as bad as, and we're seeing this nationwide. The one is the remote workforce. We lost a lot of our schools during COVID, and that hurt. But there's only one age demographic that has gone up in frequency, donation frequency. It's the 50 and above.
Really?
So it's my age group and I donated yesterday.
Yeah.
So, well, congratulations, you look great.
Wow.
So that's the only demographic that has gone up. Every other segmentation of our population has gone down in blood donations.
You just told me also before we got on air that you've donated twice in the last 2 weeks.
I've donated
Or
twice
once.
in the last 4 weeks.
Okay,
the last 4 weeks. I've donated platelets. So every 2 weeks I'll donate platelets, and then on the 8th week I'll donate platelets and a red cell.
Okay, so let's first of all, let's start with this. I think I read, it was either in an email sent to me or it was a news story, I don't recall which, when the shooting happened in Maine.
Yes.
Y'all responded.
Right, well, we were on call. We were on call for BERC, which is the Blood Emergency Readiness Corps. It's a group of about 30 blood banks around the country, community-based blood centers that will stockpile about every 3 weeks. They'll stockpile what we call a trauma package. So it'll include O negatives and O positives. And that's the sort of push to get the wherever that area is, help get them through the initial wave of injured people, and to make sure that there's enough of the blood available. A lot of people assume that once a disaster happens, well, I'll just go donate then. That blood has to be on the shelf. If the blood isn't on the shelf, and I don't mean our shelf, it means the hospital shelf. Erlanger is the only level 1 trauma center in our region, and they use a lot of blood. They use a lot of trauma blood, O negative, O positive, and platelets, and plasma, and cryo. Every donor brings a unique gift when they come into the donor center.
So I'll go back to what happened in Lewiston, Maine. I mean, the country was kind of paralyzed in watching that one because you expect that, sadly, in a big city. But here this was Lewiston, Maine, and so people would say, they're just living their lives.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happens every day. Someone's just living his or her life.
That's right.
And it takes a turn.
Yeah, it's
so
terrible.
You've mentioned some things. You've mentioned platelets. You've mentioned O positive and O negative blood. Typically the O's you're okay on. Even now you're low.
Yeah, it is almost all the blood types. When you look at the inventory, and I looked at it this morning, there is only one blood type that is over the 5-day limit that we like to have, a 5-day supply, and that's AB positive. AB positive can receive any blood type, but they're more universal for platelets and plasma. So we really would rather them donate platelets and plasma than red cells. So every donor brings a unique gift based on their blood type and based on their genetic makeup.
So, okay, let's talk about ease of donating. You mentioned COVID, and a lot of people are still working from home, but you don't have to go to the Blood Assurance downtown. There are many locations, correct?
Yeah, we've got lots of locations. You can actually go to our website. You can say where to donate and put your zip code in. You can pick mobiles or fixed sites. You can do either. The mobiles don't do the platelets. So if you're an A positive, B positive, AB positive, we would prefer you donating platelets and or plasma.
Okay.
O positive, O negative, A neg, B neg, we'd like your red cells.
True or false? Most of us don't know our blood type.
If you haven't donated, or you're not a somewhat regular blood donor, you probably don't know your blood type. But
y'all can
we'll
find
take care of
out.
that. We'll take care of that for you.
So let's say I came down this afternoon and I did it, and I didn't know my blood type. You could determine my blood type, and then you could say, hey, Julie, we could really use your donation in this way.
Yes, and in a lot of cases we'll default to a red blood cell, and then you would get communications later on that's saying, look, maybe the next time if you would consider donating platelets if you were, let's say, an AB or plasma. Again, every donor brings a unique gift, and every patient requires a certain need.
COVID, we have a minute left, has not gone away. So, I mean, every third week, it seems like you know somebody who's coming down with it.
Yes.
So if you have any kind of sickness, y'all can detect that too and say yay or nay on donating at this time.
And if you COVID, you have the flu, whatever it is, if you are not feeling well, you should not donate.
Okay.
So the best bet for you is to wait until you're feeling better. So we don't want somebody to donate at their own peril, just to help, because you may be doing something not good for the patient.
Okay. I know you have a military background.
I do.
You had times, I'm guessing, in your service where you also saw this critical need of blood. That
By
saved
all
lives?
means, especially when we were deployed, we would see that, and it's the Armed Services Blood Program Office plus the community-based blood centers will make sure that there's an adequate supply, and the Armed Services isn't shy about asking when there's a need for us to step up as well and help them.
Well, this is our chance to step up and help you. So thank you so very much for your time. So here's what you can do. If you go to the Blood Assurance website, as you heard him say, which is simply bloodassurance.org, you'll be able to see all the different locations.
That's right.
Pick the one that's closest to you and realize that what they need, all they have right now are 5 days of inventory.
We have less than that.
And they don't even have that
That's
right
right.
now. So help them, please. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
What does searching for a Medicare plan feel like?
It's kind of confusing.
It's so complicated.
We get tons of mail, tons of calls. It's annoying.
eHealth is a less stressful way to find health insurance. To prove it, we found people looking for a new Medicare plan, and we monitored everyone's stress. Your mission today is to find a Medicare Advantage plan that fits you. Half did it by searching the usual way. On this side, you get to use everything on the whole internet, except you can't use eHealth. The other half did it by matching with eHealth. The people on this side, you guys all get to use eHealth.com. You can even call eHealth. On your mark, get set, go find a Medicare match. And you can find your Medicare match. Give us a call or visit eHealth.com. Now let's talk about why you'd want to call eHealth. Maybe it feels like you paid too much for too little. Maybe your current plan is changing, or your needs are changing. Either way, now is the time of year you can do something about it. Compare plans that cover your doctors, your prescriptions, your pharmacy, and your budget. Compare your current plan to newer plans and compare them side by side, because eHealth carries plans from the nation's top insurance companies. The same plans at the same price as them. They pay us to help you find a match. That's how eHealth is always a free service. Now, let's check in on those two groups, searching and matching. Searching side,
I mean, this could take days.
eHealth side.
This is great. This is really slick.
For people searching the